Recently, MAD closed in New York City, almost at the end of December. I have a lot of stuff that I brought home from MAD, from my office, and kind of created a very MAD atmosphere here. And so what I'm going to do now is give you a little tour of Gizneyland 2.0. When you come into the building, you never would know that I had this office here. Very, very understated. So Alfred meets you at the door. He's wearing his working press pass. And you know, out in Hollywood, they have their Walk of Fame. So here at Gizneyland, we have our Wall of Fame. And these are people that I met through Mad Magazine or through being the GizWiz. So there's Neil Patrick Harris. And then Weird Al. Weird Al is a huge Mad fan, actually edited an issue of Mad. OMG Chad, Geraldo Rivera from CNBC. We worked in studios next to each other. Leo Laporte from Twit. I'm still on Twit on Saturdays. Bill Gaines is Santa Claus. Candice from World News Now. This is my favorite things. Out of the blue, Lin-Manuel Miranda of Hamilton fame. He wrote it, starred in it, tweeted, as long as Dick DeBartolo is still writing spoofs for Mad Magazine, everything's gonna be okay, funny and merciless. My whole life, I was thrilled. I tweeted back. We became Twitter friends, then email friends. Then he came up to the office, spent an hour and a half looking around. Bucket list number one done. Co-hosting a night of movie satires with Robert Osborne. San Diego Comic-Con 2011, I won an Inkpot Award, Lifetime Achievement in Comic Arts. Another guy there, Steve somebody, won it on the same day. David Pogue, big tech fan, big Mad fan. Bill Gaines again with Blink Fun Love. There's Blink Fun Love there on Nickelodeon, hosting a game show called You Want It, You Got It. Carol Burnett, who came to visit us at MAD. Gene Rayburn, Match Game. I worked with Gene for 18 years. When we were on 60 Minutes back in the late 80s. Regis and Kathy Lee was on that show for 5 years. Soupy on To Tell the Truth. I did 2 CBS specials for Soupy. I was on a show called That's My Line, not What's My Line, That's My Line, where this man invented a detector that's measured how frightened you were. I'm hooked up to it, and they brought out that tiger. A couple of other things. The Match Game. I wrote 40,000 questions for Match Game, and this is what the Match Game questions looked like right there. Dumb Donald was so dumb. At the store, he said to the salesman, if these are elevator shoes, where's the blank? So this is the main part of the studio. Everything, not everything, but a lot of stuff that MAD had their name on. The DVD collection, MAD Books, MAD Money. A lot of this stuff was made just for distributors. The MAD Money was a special giveaway. The Alfred E. Newman manufactured, handed over. It was a way to hold up ATMs with a card. Just made for our top 100 retailers. Newmanisms, the MAD Lunchbox, the MAD Wonder Woman, Mad Game, satire on Parker Brothers Monopoly. Actually, Parker Brothers produced that game. Puzzles, bubblegum, DVD collection. There's 500 issues on the CD-ROM collection, 600 on the DVD. Everything, again, not every single thing, but a lot of stuff that MAD had its name on. MAD Records. And then over here, we go to kind of a GizWiz section. So these are some old components. But first, I'm going to show you something I showed on the GizWiz, one of my favorite things, the dancing liquids. Okay. I love little niche things like this. They're like under 20 bucks on Amazon. And I like the fact that even when they're not playing, they light up kind of bright. So now, you know, we have Dick's Gadget Warehouse on the GizWiz. These are Dick's Gadget shelves. So these are a collection of really old technology. Back in the 1970s, reel-to-reel videotape. This videotape is Bill Gaines on To Tell the Truth. the LG NV Touch, which had two screens, an outer screen, an inner screen. Inside it was the keyboard. Itty bitty book light sold millions. Remember that? World's first radio controlled clock. It keeps terrible time because it only checks with the atomic clock once a day if it can find it. That was $170 back in 1985. That's the original Casio digital camera. $999.99. $1,000. It had 2 megabytes of memory and could take 30 digital pictures and then other stuff. But you want to know something? Casio was way ahead of their time. See the lens on the Casio? It flips over. Casio invented the selfie. This is where the show comes from. So this is where I sit and talk to Chad. This normally is where the chat room is. That's when I'm on Twitter. I can see it on that monitor up there. Oh, my premium, my Avast is running out. Well, that's okay because I'm not renewing it. And then normally my boats are up there so I can tell what my boats are doing. There's the Inkpot Award, okay? That's the actual Inkpot Award. I'm really proud of that. And Steven Spielberg did also win one. And Jack Davis did that picture of me when we were on a TV show. And then one of my favorite letters from George Lucas when I did the takeoff on Star Wars. George Lucas wrote and said, there should be an Academy Award for Dick DeBartolo and Mort Drucker for satirizing my movie. And what's funny about it is 3 days after George's letter, we got letters from his attorneys. That is a copyright infringement, and we're suing Mad Magazine, and we want the 8 pages of art, and we want the profits that those 8 pages made. And I said to Bill, what are you going to do? And Bill said, I'm going to copy your letter and write across the lawyer's letter, gee, George liked it. And he did. And we never heard from the lawyers again. And I'm going to end with a very, very weird story. Mad closed on December 22nd, okay? I cleaned out my office. On December 23rd, when I walked in here, this Mad fan was on the shelf running, okay? I really was taken aback because it's not remote control. It's not Bluetooth. What turned it on? And since that day, it's never gone on by itself again. It was sort of like, welcome to everything you brought home from Mad, Dick. We like it. Anyway, that's it. Dick DeBartolo, Mad's Maddest Writer, and the GizWiz. One Take Theater here at GizWiz.tv. You're growing sleepy.